In today's activity, we're going to look back at Investigation 4.2 and calculate the amount of acceleration that the sled with the coins experienced. The sled being pulled by the pens is following Newton's second law. Newton's second law states that when a force acts on an object, the object accelerates in the direction of the force. This follows a mathematical relationship where the force of the pens is equal to the mass of the sled with the coins times the acceleration that sled experienced. What this means is that we can calculate the acceleration if we know the force and the mass. We start by looking at the equation F equals ma. We can rearrange this equation so that the force divided by the mass is equal to the acceleration. With the force in newtons and the mass in kilograms, the acceleration is measured in meters per second squared. To find the force of the pens pulling down, we'll need to use a spring scale. We need to hold the scale by the metal ring at the top. Then we hang the object, in this case the pens, from the hook at the bottom, and read the force on the side of the scale. As we collect the data for this lab, you may need to pause the video and write down the measurements as you get them. Read the scale pictured here and record the force generated by my 4 pens that I hung from it. To find the mass of the sled, we'll use a triple beam balance. We place the sled on the pan. We adjust the balance weights starting with the largest and moving to the smallest until we have achieved balance. Then we add up the numbers shown by each of the 3 weights. Make sure that we're reading it to the 10th place. It's important to understand that because the pens and the string are part of the moving system, they have to be included in the mass when we measure them. Once we have this mass in grams, we need to convert it to kilograms. We do this by moving the decimal point 3 spaces to the left. Use these images to record the mass of the sled empty and then each of the trials with the varying amounts of coins. Knowing the force generated by the pens and the mass of the sled gives you enough information to calculate the acceleration on the sled in meters per second squared. Now take these measurements that you've collected back to Schoology and answer the questions there about the acceleration of these sleds.